Until this year, if you wanted this medication for weight loss, you needed a needle. That has changed, and swapping the shot for a pill quietly changes something most of the coverage skipped. Because the pill is not a weaker version of the drug, it's the same molecule with a very different set of rules attached. Here's what actually happened. In December of 2025, American regulators approved a 25 milligram semaglutide tablet for weight management. It's the first GLP-1 pill cleared for weight loss, rather than diabetes, and it reached American pharmacies in early 2026. One clarification, because this trips people up. A lower-dose semaglutide tablet has existed since 2019, but only for type 2 diabetes. What's new is a higher-dose version approved specifically for weight. So, the obvious question, does it work as well? In the trial that supported approval, average weight loss was about 16.5%. That is broadly in line with the weekly injection, which lands in the mid-teens. On the headline number, they are close. But read that figure carefully, because there's a phrase attached to it that does a lot of quiet work. It describes what happened when the medication was taken as directed. Which brings us to the directions. The pill has to be swallowed in the morning, on a genuinely empty stomach, with no more than about half a glass of plain water, roughly 4 ounces. Not coffee, not juice. And then you wait at least 30 minutes before any food, any other drink, or any other medication. Break those conditions, and you absorb less of the dose. Not none of it, just less. Which raises a fair question. Why is a pill this fussy in the first place? Semaglutide is a peptide. Peptides are chains of amino acids, and your stomach is extremely good at destroying those. That is exactly why the injectable version skips the digestive tract entirely. To make a swallowable version work at all, the tablet carries an absorption helper alongside the drug itself. It creates a small, protected pocket around the tablet, shielding the peptide from stomach acid long enough for a fraction of it to cross the stomach lining. It's genuinely clever chemistry. It is also fragile. Food in the stomach, or simply too much water, dilutes that protected pocket and absorption falls. Which is why those instructions are not a polite suggestion. So now we can ask the real question, not which one is stronger, which one survives an ordinary life. The injection asks you to remember one thing a week, 52 decisions a year. The pill asks you to protect 30 quiet minutes every single morning. 365. For some people, that is genuinely easy. They already wake, take it, and shower before they eat anything. For others, a coffee at 7:15 quietly undercuts the dose, and nothing about that morning felt like a mistake. That is the trade nobody prints on the box. A weekly needle or a daily rule. Then there's money, and here the pill has a real edge. At cash prices through the manufacturer's own pharmacy, the pill's maintenance dose has been running near $300 a month. The injection has sat closer to $350 and higher again for the strongest dose. The official list prices are nearly identical. It's the cash programs where the gap actually opens. And prices in this category move constantly, so check today's number rather than trusting a video. So, who is each version actually for? The pill makes sense if needles are a real barrier for you, if your mornings are predictable, or if cash price is the deciding factor. The injection makes sense if your mornings are chaotic, if you travel across time zones, or if you would simply rather not think about it 6 days out of 7. Side effects are broadly similar. Mostly nausea, mostly early on, because it is the same molecule doing the same job. There's one more wrinkle worth knowing. Because the pill is daily, stopping it clears from your system faster than stopping a weekly injection. Which brings us back to where we ended last week. Japan's whole advantage was that its defaults did the work, so nobody had to try very hard. The pill runs the other way. It removes the needle and adds a daily decision. That's not a reason to avoid it. It's a reason to be honest with yourself about which version you will actually take correctly for a year. Because the best formulation isn't the one with the best trial number. It's the one still working in your body next November. Next episode, the side effects nobody warns you about, and which of them actually matter. Subscribe, and I'll see you there. Educational information only, not medical advice. Talk to your doctor about which option fits your situation.